Hi muckers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel today and on this video. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate you choosing to spend even a little portion of your day with me. By the way, what do we think? I think it is super camp. I think it is super silly. I got this. Everyone always asks, this is not sponsored by the way. I get most of my clothing from ASOS. Now they don't pay me to do that, so maybe I'll start shopping somewhere else that does pay me. No, I'm only kidding. No, I get all my stuff, by the way, for those who ask, from ASOS, Urban Outfitters, normally thrifted. They're my main ones. And oh, I do love a tacky hoodie every once in a while, which you normally find in like a tourist shop. That's normally my catalog. But I got this one from ASOS. So if you want like super camp stuff, I would really go there. This is so silly, right? So silly. Speaking of silly, we are going to be talking about Gabbie Hanna today. Now, there is this article that is kind of calling her out majorly for something that we talked about a couple weeks ago, and it was that Gabbie Hanna went on kind of like a manic rant phase on, well, the phase is just her life, on her TikTok, and she was talking about overcoming, you know, different things in your life. And she basically said that if you find hobbies, like basically you won't be sad and you won't have depression. And clearly she's getting a lot of backlash for that, because people are saying that, you know, she is saying that, you know, because of the lifestyle she has, you know, she has like had this breakthrough in like her mental health. And all you need to do if you're sad is do the same thing. And people are saying that they're over people with millions of dollars, basically trying to say that something that's so achievable to them because they have so much disposable income is as easy to them as it is to the person they're preaching to. And it kind of makes the viewer feel less than, because, you know, they can't afford to do so many hobbies. They can't afford to, you know, do this and that and this and that. And so that's why she's being called out today. And we're going to go through it and we're going to have our opinions on it. So there is this article from Insider. Now, this may be shady. I don't mean for it to be. But all I'm gonna say is, do you remember when Insider.com, which is Business Insider, they have, you know, they cover all the influencers and stuff like that. Do you remember, like, only a few months ago, like last year, Insider were like ruling YouTube? Like, they had drama channels, commentary channels, Keemstar, H3, even news outlets covering their stories. And I don't mean for it to be shady, but has anyone else realized that, like, nobody really talks about them anymore? And I wonder if that is because they have such a less focus on their digital culture team, because I'm aware that the people who covered those stories have kind of moved on to different publications now. But it's interesting because this article from Gabbie, I was so surprised to see it on Insider, which is so bizarre because this time last year, an Insider article about a YouTuber, oh yeah, that makes sense, and it's probably gonna go viral. However, now, no shade or no disrespect to Insider, it's just interesting. It appears that they're going down a different road, that they don't cover influencers anymore, which is interesting because, you know, they were at the top of the top only a few months ago from this kind of stories, and it really does seem like they don't cover it anymore. I was wondering if anyone else picked up on that. I don't know, I just have noticed it. But anyway, this article is saying YouTuber Gabbie Hanna is being called tone deaf for telling her 17 million followers to overcome depression by taking up hobbies like parasailing. It's that easy, babes. You depressed? Gabbie says you haven't tried parasailing. So then we have these photos from her TikTok. She has 7.3 million TikTok followers, which is fascinating because her videos never get more than a couple hundred likes at most, and they always have thousands of comments, and that's always a bad sign if you get ratioed in your comments. So that basically means more in one side. So more comments than likes is never really a good sign on any social media platform, specifically Twitter and TikTok. It says, Gabbie Hanna posted a TikTok suggesting taking up hobbies can help overcome depression. She has faced a lot of criticism from followers and other YouTubers who have accused her of being tone deaf. Hanna responded by telling people to learn to knit instead of spending time on TikTok. Gomez, oh, there he goes. He's at the door. If you remember, whenever I was filming videos a couple of weeks ago, Gomez loves doing this thing, it's my little kitty, where he will run to the door trying to escape once I start filming, because he knows my attention is somewhere else for 10 minutes, and he literally knows how to open the doors of the apartment. He's quite scary. If you have a ragdoll cat, the limit for them is the sky. They can do anything they put their heart to, and that is definitely his attitude. Controversial YouTuber. God, that really isn't how she likes to be called, isn't it? She likes being called artist. Not YouTuber anymore, definitely not controversial. That's interesting because controversial YouTuber is attached to very little YouTubers, and I can't believe that Gabbie is now one of them. She must hate it. Controversial YouTuber Gabbie Hanna has faced criticism for posting a TikTok on April 1st where she said taking up hobbies could help people overcome depression, and basically for them to stop complaining. Now, if I was Gabbie's PR team, I'd be like, she posted on April 1st, she was doing an April Fool's prank, even though we know she wasn't, but just as a little distraction to, you know, kind of confuse the people. She has 7.3 million followers. She told the viewers if they picked up hobbies like jet skiing, they would never be sad again. Again, just a very privileged thing to say. There we have Gaga Goo Goo. And then we go down and it says, in the video, which has 70,000 views, Gabbie Hanna said, listen up, this advice is about to change your life. This tip is not just for overcoming depression. Who needs a therapist when you have Gabbie Hanna's TikTok? This tip is not just for overcoming depression, it's about to get you excited to wake up every single day. She said people who are depressed should take up multiple hobbies, adding that she watched a man making a rug on TikTok and it made her want to set up a rug making studio to lift her mood. So again, I don't necessarily, I'm going to be honest with you, think that her saying that getting hobbies will help you overcome depression. I also don't think that it will help you overcome depression. I think that's a very easy way of looking at it. But whenever she's making statements like, if you're sad, you won't be sad if you make a rug or if you go jet skiing, these things are not achievable. At least I'm gonna speak personally. I cannot do these things. I cannot afford these things if I was to do that right now. So that means that my depression will be staying for a bit longer, Gabbie. All right, so then we have this video.
Listen up, this advice is about to change your life. I have this.
Oh my God, where did she go? Oh no, I don't want multiple Gabbie. I don't want multiple Gabbie. It was gonna play with like a fucking echo. Whew. Alright, let's hear what she had to say again. We're just gonna keep it on this one. Insider with these amount of ads. Dear jeez. I mean, get your money, I guess.
Listen up! This advice is about to change your life! I have this. This tip is not just for overcoming depression. This is gonna get you excited to wake up every day.
I would love that.
It's 10:30, I just got up. Neither here nor there! Bitch, you gotta get a hobby. Bitch, better get a hobby! A lot of them. Just one at a time. But in your head, if you have so many hobbies that you're excited about, do you ever scroll TikTok and go, I want to do that? I just saw a guy make a rug. He just made it. That's awesome. He just has like a little rug studio. I think it was in his house. I want to set up a little rug making studio in my house. That is fucking sick. I want to write murder mystery novels because I'm really, really paranoid. And the scenario—
Really? You're paranoid? Girl, I would have never thought.
I come up with in my brain are bestsellers. Timeless fucking classics.
I mean, at least they're bestsellers in your brain, girl. Is that the same with your music too? Bestsellers up here? I would keep that attitude.
Simply be sad when I haven't even started my Nancy fucking Drew era yet. How can I be sad when I've never made a fucking rug yet? I haven't started crafting jewelry yet. Sure as fuck have not tried any water sports, and I sure as fuck never will, but you might want to. You're sitting there depressed. You've never gotten on a jet ski, and you want to? You got nothing to live for? You've never jumped out of a plane? I'm not gonna do it. You might want to do that though. You're sitting here like, I don't want to live, and you want to parasail and you've never Go parasail! I think I'm not gonna be a fucking gourmet chef. I got a lifetime left of hobbies. Get you a hobby, you'll never be sad again!
Alright, do I think that what she is saying is wrong? Not necessarily, but she is phrasing this and wording this completely wrong. She is literally saying in that video that if you're sad, well, you haven't jumped out of a plane. Go do it. Stop complaining about being sad. Stop complaining about being depressed. That is literally how this comes across, and that's why she's getting the backlash. So to Gabbie fans that are more than likely gonna comment on this video and say, you know, what she's saying is just get a hobby and you'll be happier, or whatever the fuck you have to say, right? You probably scream song lyrics at me too. She is being very tone deaf from what she's saying here, and she's being very privileged. She can afford to jump out of a plane. She can afford to jet ski. She can afford to make rugs. She can afford to do that. So to preach to her audience, or preach to TikTok, because she's posting this just for everyone, because we know there's no audience over there for her, to say that you can't complain about being depressed because you haven't done this, or why are you complaining about being sad? It really is tone deaf, and it's like speaking from someone who like appears to have never been properly depressed. I'm not saying she hasn't been, because I believe that she probably has, because she's spoken about that, so I don't want to take away from that. But the way she's speaking is like, you know, a passive aggressive like relative is like, you're sad, You haven't taken a shower, or you're depressed. Oh, you don't even know depressed. You know, like dwindling like your emotions on things. That's definitely what this is giving. It's not giving a lot, but it's giving that. All right, and then we go on. You're sitting there depressed, you've never gone on a jet ski and you want to, you've got nothing to live for, you've never jumped out of a plane, you're sitting here like, I don't want to live, and you've never parasailed and you want to parasail, do it, she said. So again, she's like making fun of people saying, I don't want to live, and you've nothing to live for and stuff, and it just comes across as not great, I'm gonna be honest. Many commenters under Hanna's video criticized the YouTuber for responding or recommending and, you know, responding to it with such expensive hobbies, some of which Hanna replied to. Would love to get a hobby, but unfortunately I've got to pay my bills and have to work 16 hours a day, Gabbie. One comment with 165 likes said. Hanna replied, damn sis, you got time to watch and comment on TikToks, but you can't learn an instrument or how to knit? That's a choice, my friend. So, here we go. This is why I have no problem calling Gabbie out, because whenever people aren't even calling her out, they're literally saying, would love to get a job, Gabbie, or would love to have a hobby, but I have a job that I have to work 16 hours a day. So whenever people are giving constructive feedback, that's when she comes across with passive aggressive, you're watching my TikTok, you're wasting your life, no wonder you're sad, and all like this. And that's the reason that people have no problem continuing to give her criticism for this amount of stuff, because she is so tone deaf and so in her own head in the worst way possible. Another comment with 21 likes said, this would be amazing advice if everyone had unlimited funds to do those fun things. And Hanna replied, you don't need unlimited funds to go find a hobby. So here we have the comments. So again, she's like, damn sis, you got time to watch TikToks, but you don't know like that you could get a hobby, that's a choice. So she's just being passive aggressive, and this is why she's literally the worst. In the past week, the controversy has become more widespread as various YouTube drama channels, oh my god, who is this? Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's literally just an article about tea channels. I thought we were gonna get some names here. What names are they shouting out here? Anyone we know? Here for the tea, shout out, Tea by Ali, Truthslith, Tea Spill, we love, Dustin Daly, that's another one, Hot Tea, we love. I'm trying to see if there's, oh, this was the name I was looking for. Without a crystal ball. She will always find her way into an article about YouTube drama, and they will always be giving her criticism. There we go, that's the name I was looking for. Which often comment on influencer controversies, made videos echoing a sentiment that her TikTok was privileged and tone deaf towards many people who might not have been able to afford equipment for sports or leisure activities, and wrong to imply that hobbies can cure depression. According to an article in The Conversation by Kira, an associate professor of neuroscience at the we're just throwing in a lot of big words here, at the University of Reading, oh, UK, having a hobby can improve mental health and well-being even for people with clinical depression. However, she also recommends that seeking guidance from a therapist or doctor is the best treatment, most suited for individuals. Gabbie Hanna has spoken out about mental health on several occasions in the past. In April 2021, she appeared on the Check Your Head podcast, discussing the negative comments she receives, which she said things that have made her crazy and caused her to have a break from social media. Gabbie Hanna originally rose to fame from Vine, and then she was in the Vlog Squad, and she was, you know, in a lot of controversy with them. The 31-year-old has been involved in various controversies in recent years. In July 2020, she was criticized by various drama channels for showing an image of, and we're not gonna get into that controversy because it's not a controversy, it is just a disgusting thing that she did. And they also talk about the Jessie Smiles situation, which is also disgusting. Now, my overall take on this, is Gabbie Hanna tone deaf? Absolutely. Does she mean well? I struggle to think so. Normally, I'd be like, oh, does this person mean well? You know, I think so. But I feel like whenever you're responding to people giving you valid criticism and being patronizing to them, I don't think you mean well. And I think you're just trying to echo like your own voice to make yourself feel better. I think that's what we're dealing with here. But let me know your opinion on it, muckers. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next one. And thank you for being here for the second video I'm posting tonight, and I'll see you later. Bye.